Hi, my name is Jay and welcome to another DePaul Equipment Center tutorial video. Today we're going to be going over the Astra light panels and the Dracast LED kits. These are part of our advanced LED packages here at the Equipment Center, and we're going to be showing the differences as well as how to assemble them. So let's get started. Let's start with the Dracast. The Dracast kit should include 3 lights total, with the lights themselves with mounted barn doors and diffusion, 3 light stands, and bags for each item. Inside the light bags, there should be AC adapter power for your interiors and wall-based power. And if you're outside, we also have the V-mount batteries, which are separate rentals. And if you're looking for other Anton Bauer batteries for other lights, we have an adapter for V-mount batteries as well, which mounts just like this, and it mounts just for gold plate. Now let's go over the functionality and how to build the lights. First we'll start with the legs. There's a little pin right here that you unscrew to help bring it up. They do come from top to bottom. And for all intents and purposes, we would spread the legs out much further out, but because it's a smaller surface, we have to keep it a little bit tight. Let's go ahead and take our light, mount it on the baby pin receiver. And a rule of thumb to keep in mind is when tightening, keep it finger tight. That way you do not have issues with the screws stripping. Now for mounting the battery, actually it goes in the back, the V mount. And we just slide it into place, like such. Flip our power right here, and we have our controls for daylight and tungsten side by side. And you can actually adjust the power and find your sweet spot of more daylight and or more tungsten. Now keep in mind these each individual sides control both power and the level of tungsten or daylight, so you want to find a sweet spot in terms of calibration for your white balance. Now let's go ahead and move on to functionality and safety. Always have a sandbag to keep your lights stable. We do not rent these out with the Dracasts, but you can check them out separately from the stage area. Just be sure to ask cage staff in order to reserve the equipment. Next, let's start with the Astra components. So the Astra components actually comes with only 2 lights instead of the 3 with a Dracast, and it comes with a lot more exclusive items to help keep power running for this because it requires much more. It comes with 2 Anton Bauer batteries included in the kit, an actual battery charging dock station, 2 sandbags 5 pounds each, and a separate carrying case for the light stands for the lights themselves because these are much larger. Now let's go over the functionality and how to build one. Start with the legs. Should unfold like this. Loosen up your base. Now, for all intents and purposes, we are going to keep it on a relatively small surface, so normally we would not be doing this. And for safety, we are going to be mounting a sound bag. That way it's not going anywhere. Take our light, mount on the baby pin receiver. And make sure, again, finger tight, that way it doesn't strip anything. Adjust your light with the locks on the side the way you wish to be facing. And now let's go ahead and mount the battery. Go ahead and mount it on the top. And once it's fastened, you'll hear a firm click. Now to run power from the battery to the light itself, you have 2 cables, one for each light. And it mounts to the pins right here on the side. Just underneath on the right side of the battery itself. And it's a 3-pin receiver. And it mounts, a little click, and then you're all set. And right here, power is right here. Green button means it's firing up. You'll hear the vent port. And then the adjust for power is right here. and then your color temperature. These are a lot more flexible in terms of power and potency. However, there are times where you may want to gel accordingly for accurate white balance due to the effect that Astras can tend to wash out skin tone. And that concludes our tutorial video for the Dracast LED and Astra Panel LED kit. If this video has been helpful, please like and subscribe for other videos from the DePaul Equipment Center, and we'll see you around.